Hi everyone, honestly, giving criticism is hard. Sometimes we just want to help, but it ends up being perceived as hurtful. I've experienced that, and it's still a lesson I remember vividly. The story goes that I was coordinating a community event. One of my friends was assigned to handle the decorations, but the results were far from what I planned. I was furious. I'd been briefed, explained, and why was it still such a mess? I wanted to say straight away, "Weren't you listening when we met? This doesn't align with the concept." But somehow I held it in. I took a deep breath. "But can I give you some advice to make the results closer to our original concept?" He was silent at first, but then he said, "Thanks, you said it really well, so I don't feel like I'm being blamed." I was shocked. I thought he'd be offended, but he wasn't. Because the way I spoke was different, the response was also different. From that, I really learned that the way you deliver criticism is far more important than the content itself. I remembered one of the principles from Dale Carnegie's book: start with sincere praise and appreciation before correcting. Why? Because people need to be appreciated first, before they can be guided. From then on, I started practicing this method. 1. Start with sincere praise. "You've worked really hard, I see that." 2. Present criticism as advice, not as an attack. "How about we try changing this part a little to make it more connected to the theme?" 3. End with support. "I'm sure you can do it, that's why I trust you in this part." And miraculously, people didn't get angry. Instead, they became encouraged. Criticism was no longer a wound, but a bridge. Friends, we all make mistakes, but if we're attacked, we tend to shut down. But if we criticize in a gentle way, our hearts become more open. So, let's start learning to speak honestly and empathetically. Because sometimes, a single piece of criticism delivered well can change the outcome without breaking hearts. If you've ever experienced a moment like this, whether as the one giving or receiving criticism, tell us about it in the comments. Next, the sixth principle, which is no less important. And, as always, if you like videos like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.